Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, English Journey Conversation. I am very happy to see you here today. Thank you for joining me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Your support helps me continue making useful English lessons for you. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another helpful episode on the English Journey Conversation channel. This channel is made to help you learn English and improve your life step by step. I am truly happy that you are here with me today. It does not matter what you are doing right now. Maybe you are walking, working, relaxing, or studying. Thank you for choosing to spend this time listening to English with me. You are doing something very good for yourself just by listening. Every time you listen to English, you are improving your skills. You are learning new words, new ideas, and new ways to think. I am here to help you grow, learn, and feel more confident. So, let's enjoy this English learning journey together. Today's topic is a rich mindset versus a poor mindset. This topic is very interesting and very important. Many people think this topic is only about money, but that is not true. It is not only about how much money you have. It is about how you think, how you make decisions, and how you see life. Your mindset is the way you think about the world. It affects your future, your job, your success, and even your happiness. The way you think today can change your life tomorrow. That is why mindset is so powerful. Maybe you are asking, what does mindset mean? Do not worry. I will explain everything in a clear and simple way. This episode is made especially for English learners at the B1 level. I will speak slowly and use easy words so you can understand and follow without stress. In today's episode, you will learn many useful things. You will learn what mindset really means. You will understand the difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. You will also learn important ideas from two powerful and famous books. The first book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The second book is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. You will also learn how you can start changing your mindset and begin to live a better and more successful life. These two books inspire today's lesson. They are not only about money. They are about how people think, how they make choices, and how emotions affect decisions. Let us take a short look at the first book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki learned from two different fathers. One was his real father, who he calls the poor dad. The other was his friend's father, who he calls the rich dad. These two men had very different ideas about money, education, work, and success. The second book, The Psychology of Money, explains that money decisions are not only about numbers. They are often emotional. People act differently with money because of fear, habits, experiences, and beliefs. Understanding this can help us make better choices in life. Money is often more emotional than logical. It is not only about what you know. It is also about your habits, your beliefs, and your mindset. Many people think that if they learn more about money, everything will change. But knowledge alone is not enough. How you think and feel about money is just as important. In this episode, I will not explain or summarize the whole books. Instead, I will take the strongest and most useful ideas from them. I will explain these ideas in a simple, clear, and practical way so you can understand them easily and use them in your own life. Now, let us start with a very important word, mindset. What does mindset mean? In simple words, mindset is the way you think. It is your attitude toward life. It is how you see the world around you. It is also how you see yourself, your abilities, and your future. Mindset also affects how you understand problems and opportunities. You can think of mindset like a pair of glasses. If your glasses are clean, you can see clearly. You can see opportunities, solutions, and hope. But if your glasses are dirty, everything looks unclear and difficult. In the same way, a positive and strong mindset helps you grow. A negative or limited mindset makes life feel harder and more stressful. Let us look at a simple example. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Imagine two people facing the same problem. The first person says, "This is too hard. I cannot do it. I am not smart enough." This person believes their abilities cannot change. They feel stuck, afraid, and weak. This is called a fixed mindset. Now think about the second person. They say, "This is difficult, but I can learn. I can try new ways. I will not give up." This person believes they can improve with effort and practice. This is called a growth mindset. The problem is exactly the same, but the mindset is different. And usually the person with a growth mindset succeeds. Why? Because they keep trying. They keep learning. They do not stop when things become difficult. They see problems as chances to grow, not as the end of the road. Why is mindset so important? Because it affects every part of your life. It affects how you study, how you work, and how you talk to other people. It also affects how you feel about yourself and your confidence. Most importantly, it affects the small decisions you make every single day. These small daily decisions may seem unimportant, but over time, they shape your future. Your habits, your actions, and your results all start in your mind. Now let us talk about mindset and money. What do you really believe about money? Many people believe that money is only about working hard and saving money. Yes, these things are important, but they are only part of the story. What we often forget is how our beliefs about money control our actions. Some people believe money is hard to get. Some believe rich people are bad. Some believe they will never have enough. These beliefs come from childhood, family, society, and past experiences. If your beliefs are negative, your results will often be negative too. Changing your mindset about money does not happen overnight. But when you become aware of your thoughts and beliefs, you can slowly start to change them. And when your mindset changes, your life can change as well. What many people forget is this: your mindset about money is even more important than how hard you work. Let me explain this in a simple way. If you believe ideas like money is bad, rich people are greedy, or I will never be rich because my family is poor, these thoughts can quietly block your success. Even if you work very hard, your own thinking can stop you from moving forward. When your mind is full of negative beliefs, you may feel afraid to try new things. You may avoid opportunities. You may feel guilty about wanting more money or a better life. In this way, your mindset holds you back, even when you have talent and effort. But everything can change if you change the way you think. Imagine you start believing new ideas such as, "Money is a tool that can help me and help others," or "I can learn how money works," or "Having more money can help me live freely and support my family." When you think this way, you open the door to new opportunities. This way of thinking is called a rich mindset. So, what is a rich mindset? A rich mindset is not about how much money you have right now. It is not about being born rich or having a high salary. A rich mindset is about how you think, how you learn, and how you grow over time. A person with a rich mindset is always looking for new ways to earn money, save money, and invest money. They do not only work for money. They learn how to make money work for them. They understand that time is valuable, and they want their money to grow even when they're not working. People with a rich mindset are not afraid of failure. When they fail, they learn from it. They ask themselves, "What can I do better next time?" Instead of giving up, they keep learning and improving. They believe they can change their life through smart decisions and strong action. They do not sit and wait for success to come to them. They do not blame others or complain all the time. Instead, they take responsibility for their life. They go out and create success step by step. This is why mindset is not a small thing. Mindset is everything. The way you think can make you feel stuck, afraid, and hopeless. Or it can help you move forward with confidence, courage, and hope. If you keep thinking, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good with money," your mind becomes like a prison. It keeps you trapped in the same place. But if you start thinking, I can learn, I can grow, and I can change my future, then your mind becomes a powerful tool. Before you try to make more money or become more successful, you need to look inside yourself. Ask yourself honest questions. What do I really believe about money? What do I believe about success? What do I believe about myself? Because the truth is simple. Your mind is the real key. When you change your mindset, your actions begin to change. And when your actions change, your life slowly starts to change too. Now that we understand what a rich mindset is, let us compare it with a poor mindset. Remember, this is not about rich people or poor people. It is about how people think and how their thinking shapes their life and future. Our mindset plays a very strong role in our life choices. The way we think decides how we learn, how we work, how we use time, and how we deal with money and problems. Now, let us look at some very clear and simple examples that show the difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. Example 1. Learning. A person with a poor mindset often says, I already know everything I need to know, or learning is hard and boring. This person feels tired of learning and does not want to improve. Because of this thinking, they stop growing and stay in the same place. A person with a rich mindset thinks in a different way. They believe there is always something new to learn, and learning helps me grow and improve. People with a rich mindset enjoy learning. They read books, take courses, watch videos, and listen to podcasts like this one. They understand that learning is a lifelong process and that every new skill can make their life better.
Example 2. Money.
A poor mindset about money sounds like this. Money is evil. Rich people are lucky or dishonest. Or, I will never be rich. When people think this way, they feel fear or anger about money. They believe money is not for them, and they stop trying to learn about it. A rich mindset sees money in a positive and realistic way. People with this mindset think, money is a tool, and I can learn how to use it. They understand that money can be earned by solving problems and helping others. They believe wealth is built slowly, step by step, with patience and learning. For them, money is not scary or mysterious. It is something they can manage with knowledge and good habits. Example 3. Failure and mistakes. People with a poor mindset believe, if I fail, it means I am not good enough, or mistakes are bad. Because of this, they are afraid to try new things. They avoid challenges and stay in their comfort zone. People with a rich mindset think differently. They believe mistakes are teachers. They understand that failure is not the end of the journey. It is part of success. When they fail, they ask, what can I learn from this? They are not afraid to try again because they know every mistake brings a valuable lesson. Example 4. Time and effort. A poor mindset often says, why try? It's too hard, or I want results now. These people want quick success, and when they do not see it, they give up easily. A rich mindset understands that good things take time and effort. People with this mindset are patient and consistent. They keep going even when progress is slow. They focus on long-term growth instead of fast results. They know that small daily actions lead to big changes over time. Summary: change your thinking, change your life. Let us review these ideas in a simple way. Learning poor mindset. I know enough. Rich mindset. I can always learn more. Money poor mindset. Money is bad. Rich mindset. Money is a tool I can learn to use. Failure poor mindset. Failure means I am not good. Rich mindset. Failure helps me grow. Time and effort poor mindset. It's too hard. I give up. Rich mindset. I will keep going and get better. Now, ask yourself honestly, which mindset do I have today? Which mindset do I want to build? The good news is this: you have a choice. You can change your mindset. You can do it slowly, one small thought at a time. And now the most important question is, how can you start building a rich mindset step by step in your daily life? Now that you understand what a rich mindset is, the next important question is, how can you start building it? The good news is this: you do not need to change your whole life overnight. Big changes begin with small steps. You can start building a rich mindset with simple daily actions, no matter where you are in life right now. Let us go through a simple step-by-step guide to help you build a rich mindset in a calm and practical way. Step 1. Change the way you talk to yourself. Your mindset begins with your thoughts and your words. The way you talk to yourself every day shapes how you feel and what you believe. So, start by listening carefully to your inner voice. A poor mindset often says things like, "I can't do this. I'm not good at English. I will never succeed." A rich mindset speaks in a kinder and stronger way. "I am learning. I can improve with practice. I will keep going, even when it is hard." Action tip: start your day by saying one positive sentence to yourself. For example, "Today I will learn something new. I am getting better every day." These small words can slowly change the way you think. Step 2. Surround yourself with growth. Your environment has a strong effect on your mindset. What you listen to, watch, and read every day becomes part of your thinking. Try to spend more time with people, content, and activities that help you grow. Listen to podcasts like this one. Read books that teach useful life skills. Follow social media pages that share positive and helpful ideas. Spend time with people who have a positive attitude and believe in growth. Action tip: replace just 10 minutes of negative or useless social media scrolling with 10 minutes of reading or listening to something educational or motivational. This small change can make a big difference over time. Step 3. Ask better questions. The questions you ask yourself shape your mindset. A poor mindset often asks weak questions that create stress and sadness. For example, "Why is this happening to me? Why am I not successful yet?" A rich mindset asks stronger and smarter questions such as, "What can I learn from this? What small step can I take today to move forward?" Action tip: every evening, ask yourself 2 simple questions. What did I learn today? What can I do better tomorrow? These questions help your mind focus on growth instead of problems. Step 4. Be curious and learn new skills. People with a rich mindset never stop learning. They do not wait for school, teachers, or permission. They take control of their own learning. They stay curious about the world. Try to learn something new every day. It does not have to be big. Even one new word, one new idea, or one new skill is enough. Over time, these small lessons add up. You can take free online courses, watch educational videos, practice English, or learn skills that can help your career or personal life. A rich mindset understands one simple truth: the more you learn, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Building a rich mindset is a journey, not a race. Start small. Be patient with yourself. Every positive thought, every good habit, and every new idea brings you one step closer to a better future. When you change how you think, you slowly change how you live. You can also learn by taking a free online course or watching videos that teach useful skills. For example, you can watch videos about how to manage money, how to improve your English, or how to start a small project. Learning is easier today because information is everywhere. Action tip: choose one topic you are curious about. Then watch one YouTube video or read one short article about that topic in English. Do not worry if you do not understand everything. What matters is that you are learning and trying. Step 5. Take small actions. A rich mindset does not only think or dream. It takes action. Even very small actions can lead to big changes over time. You do not need to do something big or perfect. Small steps are enough. If you want to start saving money, save just $1 today. If you want to improve your English, speak English for 3 minutes today. If you want to become more confident, try one new thing today, even if it feels uncomfortable. Small actions build confidence. When you take action, you tell your mind, I can do this. Action tip. Do one small action every day. At the end of the day, say to yourself, today I took one step forward. This simple habit helps your mindset grow stronger. Step 6. Celebrate your progress. A rich mindset focuses on growth, not perfection. You do not need to be perfect to succeed. Every small win is important and deserves to be noticed. You finished listening to a podcast in English, celebrate. You learned one new word or phrase, this is progress. You did not give up today, this is success. When you celebrate small wins, you train your brain to enjoy learning and effort. Action tip. Keep a small success journal. Every day, write down one thing you are proud of. It can be very small. Over time, this journal will remind you how far you have come. A rich mindset is not something you are born with. It is something you build like a muscle. Every time you think positively, ask better questions, learn a new skill, or take a small step forward, your mindset becomes stronger and richer. When you change your thoughts, you change your actions. When you change your actions, your life slowly begins to change. People with a rich mindset believe they can learn, grow, and create their own future. Let us look at some core beliefs of the rich mindset. Core belief 1. I can learn and grow. People with a rich mindset do not say, I'm just not good at this. Instead, they say, I don't know this yet, but I can learn. The word yet is very powerful. It gives hope and direction. They use books, podcasts, online courses, and mentors to improve themselves. For example, instead of saying, I don't know how to invest, they say, I don't know how to invest yet, but I will study and take small steps. Core belief 2. I am responsible for my life. People with a rich mindset do not blame their past, their parents, or society for everything. They believe that their past does not control their future. They focus on what they can do now. For example, they think, even if I grew up poor, I can choose different actions today. This belief gives them power. It helps them make better decisions and move forward with confidence. A rich mindset is about taking responsibility, learning continuously, and believing that change is possible, one small step at a time. People with a rich mindset do not live only for today. They think carefully about their actions each day and how those actions affect their future. Core belief 3. Make money work for you. Most people follow the same pattern. They work hard, get paid, and then spend all their money. At the end of the month, nothing is left. People with a rich mindset think differently. They work, but they also save, invest, and build income that can grow over time. They take time to learn how money really works. They understand that money can be a tool, not just something to spend. They look for ways to create money through skills, small businesses, online work, or simple investments. For example, instead of spending their entire paycheck, they save 10 to 20%. They may learn about online business, start a small project, or create a side hustle. They know they do not need to be perfect. They just need to start. You can think of this like planting a seed. When you plant a seed and take care of it with time and patience, it can grow into a tree. In the same way, small and smart money decisions can grow into something much bigger in the future. Core belief 4. Be curious and take smart risks. People with a rich mindset are curious. They are not afraid to try new things. They understand that failure is not something to fear. Failure is a teacher. When something does not work, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? And how can I grow from this mistake? They do not take wild or dangerous risks. Instead, they take small and smart risks. They test ideas, learn from results, and slowly improve. Each experience helps them become better and more confident. Because of this mindset, they keep moving forward while others stay stuck. Core belief 5. Think long-term. A rich mindset is focused on the future, not only on today's comfort. People with this mindset ask important questions like, will this decision help my future self? And, is this good for me in the long run? For example, instead of buying expensive clothes or gadgets right now, they may invest in learning new skills or buying tools that help them earn more money later. They understand that short-term pleasure can block long-term success. They are willing to wait, plan, and build slowly because they know the future is shaped by today's choices. Some people live with a mindset that stops them from taking action. They think, what if I fail? And because of this fear, they do nothing. When you do nothing, you cannot grow. No action means no progress. Another problem with a poor mindset is living only for today. People with this mindset focus only on short-term pleasure. They spend money to feel happy for a moment, watch hours of entertainment, or avoid responsibilities. They do not plan for their future self, and this often leads to stress, problems, and missed opportunities later in life. Lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. A great book that teaches how to think differently about money is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It is simple but powerful. The book is based on the story of two fathers. Robert's real father is called the Poor Dad. His best friend's father is the Rich Dad. Both men gave advice about life and money, but their thinking was very different.
What the poor dad believed.
The poor dad followed the traditional path. He said, go to school, get a good job, and play it safe. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. Money is hard to get. He worked very hard, paid all his bills, and followed the rules. But he was always worried about money. His mindset was focused on safety and survival, not growth or opportunity. What the rich dad believed. The rich dad thought differently. He said, learn how money works. Don't just work for money. Make money work for you. Ask, how can I afford it? Take smart risks and keep learning. He was not highly educated in school, but he understood money very well. He built businesses, made smart investments, and taught Robert how to create wealth. His focus was on learning, taking calculated risks, and growing financially. Key lessons from the book. 1. Mindset is more important than money. Rich dad had a rich mindset. Poor dad had a poor mindset. The way you think about money and life shapes your future more than how much money you earn today. 2. Don't just work for money. Make money work for you. Most people work, earn, spend, and repeat. This keeps them in a cycle where they never build wealth. Rich people focus on creating income that grows even while they sleep. This is called passive income. Examples include rental properties, stocks, and small businesses. 3. Build assets, not just income. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out. Rich dad focused on buying assets that generate income. Poor dad focused only on earning a salary, which stops growing unless you work more hours. 4. Schools don't teach about money. Many people go to school, get good grades, and follow the traditional path, but they never learn how to manage money, invest, or create assets. This is why mindset is so important. Learning about money, thinking differently, and taking small actions can make a big difference over time. The main message of the book is simple. Your mindset shapes your financial future. You can work hard, but without a rich mindset, you will always struggle. Start learning, start thinking differently, and make money work for you. In school, we learn many important things like math, reading, and history. But one big topic is missing: how to manage money. Schools rarely teach students how to save, invest, or grow money. This is why financial education is your own responsibility. You can learn it outside of school. You can start by reading books about money, watching helpful videos, listening to podcasts, or even trying small projects. The important thing is to start learning and practicing. Knowledge alone is not enough. You need to apply what you learn in your daily life. Don't be afraid to fail. People with a poor mindset often say, "What if I lose money?" They are scared of mistakes and failure. But people with a rich mindset think differently. They say, "If I fail, I will learn something new. Mistakes are part of learning. If I never try, I never grow." Rich Dad always said, "Don't be afraid of losing. Be afraid of never learning." Every mistake is an opportunity to improve and take better actions in the future. Rich Dad versus Poor Dad summary. To make it simple, here is a small chart of their beliefs.
Poor dad beliefs. Go to school and get a safe job.
We can't afford that. Money is hard. Avoid risk. Work hard for money. Rich Dad beliefs. Learn how to make money work for you. How can we afford that? Money is a tool you can learn to use. Take smart risks and keep learning. Build assets that create income. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is not only about money. It is about how you think. If you change your mindset and start learning about money, you can take control of your future and make smarter choices. Even if someone earns a high salary, they can still struggle with money if they spend everything they make. On the other hand, someone with a smaller income can become wealthy over time if they save regularly, spend wisely, and make good financial decisions. The key is behavior, habits, and mindset, not just income or intelligence. Everyone has a different money story. Each person's background affects how they think about money. If you grew up poor, you may be very careful with money and afraid of spending. If you grew up rich, you may feel safe taking bigger risks. If you have lived through a financial crisis, you might fear investing. This explains why two people can see the same situation and make very different choices. Neither person is wrong. They simply have different experiences and lessons that shape their decisions. Understanding your own money story helps you make smarter choices. Small good decisions matter more than big wins. Many people believe that getting rich requires a big idea or a lucky opportunity. This is not true. True wealth is built slowly, step by step. Saving regularly, spending less than you earn, and allowing your money to grow over time through compound interest are what create lasting financial success. It is slow and steady progress, not quick or flashy. Behavior is more important than knowledge. Reading hundreds of books about money won't help if your actions do not change. What matters most is simple knowledge combined with good habits. Some key habits include: save before you spend, avoid unnecessary debt, invest wisely and gradually, don't panic during financial challenges. Even small, consistent steps can create major results over time. Lessons from the psychology of money. Here is a simple summary chart of the main lessons from the book. Common belief: I need a big income to be rich. Lesson: you need good habits, not a high income. Common belief: I'm too emotional about money. Lesson: everyone is emotional about money, but you can learn to manage it. Common belief: only smart people do well with money. Lesson: smart behavior is more important than a high IQ. Common belief: I'll never understand money. Lesson: start small. It is your actions and habits that matter most. Final thought: you don't have to be perfect. You only need to be consistent. Saving a little, making smart choices, and being patient already puts you ahead of many people. True wealth is not about luck, a big income, or perfect timing. It is about how you think, act, and feel every day. A simple example from the book. The book gives a helpful example of two people, Person A and Person B. Person A knows a lot about money and investing, but they let emotions control their decisions. They buy investments when prices are high and sell when prices fall. This emotional behavior often leads to losses, even though they have knowledge. Person B may know less about investing, but they follow simple habits. They save consistently, invest slowly, and stay patient even when markets drop. Over time, Person B usually does better because behavior and consistency matter more than knowledge alone. The main lesson is clear. Learning about money is important, but how you act with what you know is even more important. Small, smart decisions made consistently will shape your financial future more than any single big win or lucky opportunity. Person B knows only a little about money, but they act calmly and wisely. Every month, they invest a small amount and do not panic when things go wrong. They do not try to make quick money or take big, risky chances. Over many years, this simple, steady approach allows Person B to do better than Person A. The reason is not that they are smarter. The reason is that they have better behavior. The key lessons are humility and patience. Being humble, patient, and consistent is more powerful than trying to be clever or taking big risks. Many people want to get rich quickly or try to beat the system, but they often lose because they let emotions guide them. Small, smart steps repeated for many years usually lead to better results than big risky moves taken once. Morgan Housel also reminds us not to judge others too quickly. Someone might be rich because of luck, not because of smart decisions. Someone else might struggle financially because of bad luck, even if they try hard and make good choices. This shows that wealth and poverty are not always a result of good or bad behavior. The important thing is to focus on your own journey and make the best choices you can. The real reason to save money: most people save money to buy things, a house, a car, clothes, or vacations. But Morgan Housel explains that the best reason to save money is freedom. When you save money, you have more options. You can take a break from work, choose better jobs, help others, and feel more control and peace in your life. In other words, you do not need more money to feel rich. You need better thinking and habits. The book teaches us to be patient, save regularly, and avoid comparing ourselves to others. True wealth is not about numbers or appearances. It is about emotions, habits, and the choices we make every day. Rich mindset versus poor mindset. Now let's look closely at the differences between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. Remember, this is not about how much money someone has. It is about how a person thinks, learns, and acts. What is a poor mindset? People with a poor mindset often believe life is unfair. They think, this is just how I am, and they blame others for their problems. They avoid responsibility and fear failure. They give up easily and wait for luck instead of building skills and taking small, smart actions. Why does this matter? Because your mindset shapes your habits shape your results, and your results shape your life. If you change your mindset, you can change your habits, results, and your future. 1. How they handle problems. People with a poor mindset see problems as disasters. They say, "Why me? Life is unfair." On the other hand, people with a rich mindset see problems as opportunities to grow. They ask, "What can I learn from this?" Example. 2 people lose their jobs. The person with a poor mindset gives up and feels hopeless. The person with a rich mindset starts learning new skills, improving themselves, and looking for better opportunities. 2. How they see time and money. A person with a rich mindset thinks long-term. They save, invest, and build their future slowly with patience. A person with a poor mindset thinks short-term. They spend money quickly and worry later. One is building the future, while the other is spending the future. 3. How they view learning. Learning is a key habit for a rich mindset. People with a rich mindset never stop learning after school. They read books, listen to podcasts, explore new ideas, and grow from their mistakes. Learning is like food, it is needed every day. People with a poor mindset see school as the end of learning. They fear failure and avoid challenges. They stop growing because they are afraid to make mistakes. 4. How they handle failure. Failure is another big difference. A person with a poor mindset thinks, "I failed, so I must be bad at this. They give up and see failure as a wall that stops them. A person with a rich mindset thinks, I failed, so now I know more. They see failure as a teacher, not a wall. They try again, learning from their mistakes. Over time, this helps them improve and succeed. 5. How they see work and success. People with a rich mindset believe that effort brings results. They know that working hard today will make life better tomorrow. They focus on small, consistent actions that grow into big results over time. People with a poor mindset look for easy success. They ask, why work hard? Nothing changes. They avoid challenges and often give up when results do not come immediately. Rich mindset versus poor mindset. Continued. Let's continue exploring the key differences between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. This part focuses on behavior, habits, and reactions. 6. How they react to other people's success. A person with a rich mindset feels inspired when they see others succeed. They think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. This positive attitude motivates them to learn and grow. A person with a poor mindset feels jealous instead. They think, why them? Life is unfair. Jealousy blocks growth because it wastes energy on envy instead of action. Admiration leads to learning and improvement. Jealousy leads to frustration and stopping. 7. How they see responsibility. People with a rich mindset take responsibility for their lives. They ask, what can I do better? How can I improve? They focus on actions they can control. People with a poor mindset blame others. They blame the government, parents, their childhood, or bad luck. They say, it's not my fault. Blame keeps you stuck, while responsibility creates progress. 8. Daily habits. A rich mindset is built on small, positive daily habits. Examples include waking up early, reading or learning every day, planning your day, saving money, exercising, using time effectively. A poor mindset is built on bad habits. Examples include sleeping late, wasting time, spending money carelessly, avoiding learning, living without structure. Small habits may seem unimportant, but over time they create big results, either good or bad. A rich mindset is built on hope, growth, discipline, and action. A poor mindset is built on fear, doubt, blame, and waiting for luck. You don't need money to have a rich mindset. Even if you have nothing, you can think, act, and speak with a rich mindset and build something great. Conversely, even with a lot of money, a poor mindset can lead to failure because your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. How to develop a rich mindset. Step by step. 1. Learn every day. A rich mindset begins with continuous learning. You don't need expensive courses or a university degree. You can learn by reading books, listening to podcasts, watching videos, talking to knowledgeable people. Even reading just 10 pages a day adds up to thousands of pages per year. Stay curious. Ask questions like, how does this work? Or, what can I learn here? Learning doesn't have to be big. Small steps add up over time. 2. Save and invest wisely. Money is a tool for your future, not just something to spend. People with a rich mindset save part of their income and invest it carefully. They understand that money can grow slowly over time. Saving builds freedom and opportunities. Investing wisely helps money work for you. People with a poor mindset spend everything they earn and avoid learning about money. A rich mindset sees money as a tool, not a goal. Summary. Developing a rich mindset is about thinking, speaking, and acting differently. It's about admiring success instead of feeling jealous, taking responsibility instead of blaming others, building positive daily habits, learning every day, using money wisely. Even small actions done consistently can create big changes in your life. Your mindset is the foundation for your habits, actions, and future success. Choosing a rich mindset today sets you on the path to growth, opportunity, and freedom. How to build a rich mindset step by step. Building a rich mindset does not happen overnight. It starts with small, daily actions that grow over time. These actions help you think, act, and feel like someone who is creating a better future. Here are 5 important steps you can start today. 1. Learn something new every day. People with a rich mindset never stop learning. You don't need to go back to school or pay for expensive courses. You can learn by reading books or articles, listening to podcasts, watching videos, asking questions to smart or experienced people. Even learning just one new thing every day adds up over time. Stay curious and ask, how does this work? Or, what can I learn here? Small daily steps create big growth. 2. Save and invest money wisely. A rich mindset sees money as a tool, not just something to spend. People with this mindset save part of what they earn and invest some. Saving gives peace of mind. Investing helps money grow slowly, like planting seeds for trees that will grow in the future. Even saving $1 a day builds a powerful habit. Instead of thinking, what can I buy? Ask, how can I make my money work for me? Discipline now creates freedom later. Saving and investing are small steps that lead to long-term security and opportunity. 3. Take small, smart risks. Rich-minded people do not avoid risks, but they take careful, smart risks, not reckless ones. Success requires courage and action, but it does not mean being careless. For example, if you want to start a business, you can keep your current job and test ideas on the side. If you fail, don't be afraid. Failure is part of the learning process. Every mistake teaches you something. Over time, trying new things helps you grow stronger, smarter, and more confident. 4. Focus on growth. A rich mindset believes that with effort and time, you can improve at anything. A poor mindset says, I can't do it. A rich mindset says, I can't do it yet, but I am learning. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to your past self. Ask, am I better today than yesterday? Celebrate small progress. Every small improvement builds confidence and skill. 5. Practice positive thinking. Positive thinking does not mean ignoring problems. It means believing things can improve and staying motivated during challenges. When you think positively, you focus on solutions and opportunities rather than just problems. This helps you keep going even when life is difficult. Summary: developing a rich mindset is about small, consistent actions you can do every day. Learn something new daily. Save and invest money with discipline. Take smart, small risks. Focus on personal growth. Think positively and believe in your future. Even simple daily habits can slowly change how you see yourself and your life. For example, Daniel began replacing negative thoughts like, I'm not smart enough, with positive thoughts like, I am learning and growing. Over time, Daniel's confidence grew. He started to believe in his ability to create a better future. Each small step he took built a stronger, richer mindset, showing that change is possible for anyone willing to act daily. Daniel's journey to a rich mindset. Daniel's life started to change when he decided to take small, careful risks. He began by selling handmade crafts online, something he never thought he could do. At first, it felt scary. He didn't make much money, and he worried he might fail. But he remembered what he had learned. You don't need money to start. You need the right mindset. Instead of giving up, Daniel kept learning from his mistakes. He adjusted his approach, improved his products, and stayed focused. Over time, his small online project started to grow. He saved a little money, invested in learning new skills, and kept taking consistent, small steps toward his goals. Daniel wasn't waiting for luck or a miracle. He was creating his own path, one step at a time. Even though his life didn't change overnight, his mindset did, and that made all the difference. He went from feeling stuck and hopeless to feeling hopeful and empowered. Daniel's story shows that a rich mindset is built with small choices, daily habits, and the courage to keep going, no matter the obstacles. Daniel also learned to ask himself powerful questions every day. What skills do I have? And what can I do today that will help me tomorrow? He stopped just following instructions at work and started observing and thinking critically. He noticed what customers liked, how products were arranged, and how his manager made decisions. He even shared his own ideas on how to improve sales. At first, his manager was surprised, but he appreciated Daniel's curiosity and effort. Slowly, Daniel's confidence grew. He was no longer just an employee. He was thinking like a leader. 1 year later, Daniel opened a small food stand using a loan from a local program that supports young entrepreneurs. It wasn't a huge business, but it was his own, and he applied everything he had learned at the store to run it effectively. Daniel's story teaches us several lessons about a rich mindset. Start small and keep going. You don't need to make huge changes all at once. Small steps lead to big results over time. Learn from mistakes. Every failure is a lesson. Adjust and keep moving forward. Invest in yourself. Learning new skills is as important as earning money. Growth builds confidence and opportunity. Take initiative, observe, ask questions, and find ways to improve. Leadership begins with curiosity and action. Focus on consistent habits, daily actions, no matter how small. Build a mindset that creates success. By building positive habits and making thoughtful choices, Daniel changed how he saw himself and his future. He learned that your mindset is your most powerful tool. Even if you start with nothing, thinking with a growth-oriented, disciplined, and proactive mindset can help you build a better life. Daniel's journey shows that success is not about luck or waiting for the perfect moment. It is about small, steady actions every day, learning, growing, and believing in your own potential. One thought, one habit, and one step at a time can transform your life. Daniel's growth and the power of mindset. Daniel's food stand became popular because he treated customers with care and always offered fresh, tasty food at fair prices. People respected him, and soon friends and neighbors began asking him for advice. Daniel was no longer just the boy who cleaned floors. He had become a young businessman with hope, a plan, and confidence. His life didn't change because of luck or money. It changed because he changed how he thought. He stopped saying, "I can't do this," and began saying, "Let me try." He didn't get rich overnight, but he became stronger, smarter, and more confident. That new mindset gave him the power to create his own future, and it all began with one small thought. Maybe I can. Final thoughts and motivation. As we reach the end of this story about mindset, it's important to remember what truly matters. Your mindset shapes the way you think, believe, and see the world. It affects the choices you make, the actions you take, and the results you achieve. In other words, your mindset creates your future. We explored two kinds of mindset, the rich mindset and the poor mindset. The rich mindset believes in growth, learning, and responsibility. It looks for solutions, takes action, learns from mistakes, and focuses on long-term progress. The poor mindset, on the other hand, is full of fear, doubt, and blame. It avoids risks, waits for luck, and believes that change is impossible. The main difference between these mindsets is belief, not money. You don't need to be born rich, go to a top school, or have special talents to develop a rich mindset. You just need to start, step by step. Small changes can lead to big results. Here are some ways to begin. Ask new questions. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can I improve?" Learn continuously. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch educational videos, and explore new ideas. Every small bit of knowledge adds up over time. Save and manage money wisely. Put aside a small amount instead of spending everything. Learn to use money as a tool for your future. Surround yourself with inspiration. Spend time with people who motivate you, teach you new skills, or encourage growth. Avoid constant negativity. Take action. Even small steps matter. Try new things, experiment, and learn from mistakes. Action builds experience and confidence. Celebrate progress. Focus on getting better each day. Compare yourself to your past self, not to others. Every step forward is success. Remember, money comes and goes, jobs change, and life always brings surprises. But your mindset is something you control. It is the one tool that can turn challenges into opportunities and help you build a life full of purpose, freedom, and confidence. Daniel's journey shows that anyone, anywhere, can change their life with a rich mindset. By making small, consistent choices, staying curious, learning every day, and taking responsibility, you can slowly create your own success. Start today, take one step, and believe in your growth. Your best life isn't something you wait for. It's something you build, one thought, one habit, and one action at a time. Your mindset is your greatest tool. Your mindset is something you carry with you everywhere, and it can never be taken away. With a rich mindset, you can start again anytime, anywhere. A small idea can grow into a business. You can learn new skills that improve your life. You can face problems with strength and confidence. Money can help for a while, but a strong mindset lasts a lifetime. It is more powerful than money because it shapes your choices, your actions, and your future. Even if you failed before, even if you are in a tough situation right now, your story isn't over. You have the power to choose a new path, and that path begins with your thoughts. Every big change starts with a small decision. You can decide today to think differently. You can choose to believe in yourself. You can take control of your future. Your dreams are possible, but only if your mindset is ready to support them. The richest people in the world are not just those with money. They are the people with belief, discipline, and courage. They think big, act in small steps, and improve a little every day. You can be one of them. Your past doesn't define you. Your mindset does. Keep growing, keep believing, and never forget. Your thoughts create your future. Take action today. Listening and learning are important, but action is what truly creates growth. So, let's take a small action together right now. I will guide you with a few simple sentences, and I want you to say them out loud, even if it feels strange. Speaking helps your brain remember better. Repeat after me. I can change my life. My mindset is powerful. I learn and grow every day. I believe in myself. I take small steps toward my big goals. I am not afraid of mistakes. I create my future with my thoughts. If you said these words out loud, congratulations. You just made a small but powerful step toward building a rich mindset. These sentences are called affirmations. Saying them every day, morning or night, can help train your mind to focus on growth, confidence, and positive action. Small steps build big change. Remember, building a rich mindset doesn't happen all at once. It's the small daily habits that matter most. Thinking positively, even during challenges. Learning something new every day. Taking small, smart risks. Saving and managing money wisely. Taking responsibility for your actions. Celebrating progress, no matter how tiny. Each step adds up. Each choice shapes your future. Daniel's story is a perfect example. He started with small actions, small thoughts, and small risks. Over time, these became big results, confidence, skills, and opportunities he never imagined. You can do the same. You don't need a lot of money, a perfect plan, or a miracle. You only need to start with one thought, one habit, and one small step today. Keep believing, keep acting, and keep growing. Your mindset is your greatest tool, and it will guide you to the life you want. Practice and grow every day. The words you say to yourself are very powerful. Saying positive things out loud trains your mind to think positively and strongly. Even if you feel weak, unsure, or afraid, repeating positive words can change how you feel and how you think. This is why daily practice matters. Small steps add up to big changes over time. Here is another simple activity you can try after listening to this episode. Take a notebook or open a note app on your phone. Write down what you learned today. It doesn't need to be perfect English. Just write what you understood. For example, you can write, "A rich mindset means learning and growing every day," or "I can choose how I think." Writing helps you remember ideas better and understand them more clearly. If you don't enjoy writing, that's okay. You can speak out loud instead. Talk to yourself about what you learned. Say what you liked, what surprised you, or what you want to change in your life. It's normal to talk to yourself. This is a way to practice speaking and thinking at the same time. Another important tip is to listen to this episode again. Listening multiple times is one of the best ways to improve your English. The second time, you will understand more. Maybe you missed some words the first time, and that is perfectly fine. Try pausing the podcast, repeating a sentence out loud, and then pressing play again. This helps your listening, speaking, and confidence grow slowly but steadily. Remember, you are part of a growing learning community here at Code Your English. Every episode is created with care to help you speak better, think better, and live better. But listening alone is not enough. You need to take action. Try the exercises, repeat the affirmations, and apply the lessons in your daily life. You can also share this episode with a friend. Talk about it with someone. Discuss the ideas about mindset, learning, or growing your life. Teaching or explaining what you learn helps your brain remember it better. Come back for more stories, more lessons, and more growth. Every time you take small steps, you are building your rich mindset. Keep practicing every day. Keep thinking positively. Keep learning new things, taking small steps, and improving your habits. Your mindset is your greatest tool, and the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Finally, always remember this. Change doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen if you keep learning, acting, and believing in yourself. Every small step matters. Every word you speak, every idea you write, and every action you take shapes your future. You are doing great work by listening, practicing, and taking action.
Keep going.
Keep growing. Keep building your rich mindset, one small choice at a time. Your best life is ahead of you, and it begins with the way you think, speak, and act today. See you in the next episode, and remember, small steps, positive thoughts, and daily action will lead you to big results.